trouble. Watch out. Watch you wicked them all. Say the wicked them all. Right home, no. Hey. Watch you wicked them all. Say the wicked them all. Right home, no. We say how we are born to be. Oi, ready? Ready? Oi, we say how we are born to be. Yes. Oi, sit down there. Just catch it on the balance wheel. 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 Jesus, are you balance? Boy, trouble. Watch out. Watch you wicked them all. Say the wicked them all. Right home, no. Hey. Watch you wicked them all. Say the wicked them all. Right home, no. Talk to me. We say how we are born to be. Oi, ready? Ready? Oi, we say how we are born to be. Yes. Oi, sit down there. Just catch it on the balance wheel. 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 Jesus, are you balance?
All right. Present morning to all my peeps. My peeps, I tell you, at the top of the hour when I supposed to come on, right? My entire folders and file that I put up to represent this morning, right, just wiped out. I'm not going to blaming anyone, not blaming anyone, but I have to just get some time to reload because no matter what, I have to speak to my people, particularly this morning. Now, you know, we're not going to start before, of course, we meet and endorse the people in our chat, our wonderful, lovely people who continue to support, right, the channel. Let me tell you something. I am so proud and happy of, you know, persons in social media now who is helping to drive the energy of democratic socialism. Thankful for them, right? And of course, we are building an empire, you understand, to push back on lies, right? To push back on deceit, right? And push back on poor governance. And that is what we have been doing. We have seen Brother Dre Brian came into the space with an energy, you understand, powerful, and we are happy, right, to have him in the space. Let me say that. Very happy for Dre Brian. And the man is doing extremely well. Big up yourself anyway there, Dre Brian. I mean, the sort of quality, right, and impactful, data-driven process that we are building up to push back against lies, deceit, right? We have, of course, Lonesome, the Partner Draw, right? The Portland Spice and all those Talk Your Mind and, right, Ataford Person, Bolo, so to speak. Sometimes I can't remember everybody's name, you know. But we have some new persons that come on as well. I don't even remember that gentleman name. I was, you know, watching him, and he's also doing a fine job. I don't really remember his name, but kudos as it relates to, you know, yes, the way how we have been growing. Now let me just get into, right, the chat. All right, let me have it. Dorothy Mackay, Beverly 975, Veronica Shaw, Falmouth Girl, Dave Wedderburn, Patel Crucian, Egla, Fresher, Lovren P9R, and let me tell you something. These are persons that Janet Jones, right, especially Janet Jones. Janet Jones is, right, way back from the beginning, right? But, you know, Patel Crucian, Beverly, Veronica, right, Falmouth Girl, all of these people, right, so committed. Pamela Okolo, I think I heard Pamela saying that she's not getting any notification. I don't know why that is, Pamela. That is something that I have to check out, because really and truly, I saw it yesterday, but I didn't get to address it. I forgot. But Pamela, if you're not getting any notification, I just don't know what happened. But I'm going to look into the system and see what really transpired with that. Neville Malcolm, right, said, up family. And of course, C-Jam, right? C-Jam, remember, you know, please responsible for security today. Anyone come and misbehave, C-Jam, you know what to do. All right. I mean, we can tolerate them if they come to learn. But if not, right, and all those persons with the blue jacket, if you notice C-Jam with our C-Jam with the blue jacket, right? Janet, David, right? All those persons in the blue jacket, right? Kindly protect the channel, right, today. All right. Let me begin in saying, no matter what the GLP spin doctors do, they cannot spin Andrew Holness as it relates to what the atrocity, right, that meted out to the people, right? Now, this morning, we are going to link Andrew Holness to the level of criminality. Yes, we are going to link Andrew Holness to the high level of criminality as it relates to land grabbing, right? The Andrew Holness, the Pernell Charles, the Hutchinson, the Andrew Wheatley, all of these names, the Juliet Owens, all of these 5 names that I've called, they involve in some serious land grabbing situation that needs to be investigated. And certain things is going to go back to them. Trust me. You know, and one of the things I am happy for is that this situation is going to go into court. Right? It is going to go into court. And I am happy for that. But Jamaica, listen to me. I am going to show you, right, features of Bernard Lodge as it relates to what Andrew Owens carried off, because we all heard him in Parliament. Right? Features that happen in Bernard Lodge are the similar features happen throughout all the demolition under Andrew Owens. And we link it to what we call land grabbing. Land grabbing. High level of criminality. But these things are going to burn out. Trust me. Now, let me begin with the first information here. Right? And let me just big up Fifth Element for this, because that person called Fifth Element and was speaking to Fifth Element. So listen what this person has to say. And as I said, we are going to link these features, commonalities that happen to Bernard Lodge, right? Happen in all of the demolition that took place, right, under Andrew Owens' government. You're going to see the similarities, striking similarities with all of the demolition. So listen, let us listen carefully. And there is no one can, no matter how best you try to spin this, Andrew Owens is the primary person, right, that allow this to happen as a result of land grabbing, right, and skillfully and strategically taking the lands away from the poor and needy and the people who deserve these lands. They are not squatters, as it relates to the definition, right? And we are talking about the pursuit, I want people to listen to me, as it relates to adverse possession. And in terms of adverse possession, right, you have to squat for a period of time, right? And where you have land that been there for years, more than 12 years as it relates to the limitation, and people go there, right, and start to utilize the land, right? Remember, I know the land wasn't being utilized before. Now 12 years has passed and persons being there as it relates to adverse possession. So you cannot be saying that, okay, the rich and the elite person, they are the one who allowed to adverse possess. However, when the poor people adverse possess, it becomes a problem. It's becoming a problem. Now, particularly under the Andrew Owens administration, where it comes to poor people, and as it relates to adverse position, Andrew Owens, crony capitalists have a problem with that, a serious problem with that. And why is it that the Andrew Owens have a problem with this? It's simple, my Jamaican people. Andrew Owens' administration is on a mission of pilfering the people's resources, and a mission of land grabbing. The Jamaica Labour Party known for land grabbing. This is what they're known for. So I want you to listen. The first clip, listen keenly, and we are going to show some striking similarities. They can't get away from this. And if you notice now, Andrew Ones, as per usual, sits and waits when something comes up, that really disgusting, egregious activities that Andrew Ones carry off. Notice the pattern of behavior. Let me tell you the pattern of behavior with Andrew Ones, because I've been tracking him, you understand, for more than 4 years now. And I observe keenly that when you have some egregious situation that Andrew Ones involved in, Andrew Ones waited it out. He allowed his spin machine, right, to step out before him, speak and cool it down, and them do all of them things, and them minions threaten people and do all of that. And when him feel say, okay, all right, the thing started to get out, then you hear him come out. And let me give you a reminder. You remember when the Auditor General push out that the $1.4 billion, less than 2%, right, was used? Notice what he did, you know. Wait it out. Take for himself, right, and wait until it cool down. And when it cool down, now you see him come out. Okay, you hear them talking about the money being stolen. Well, the Auditor General said the money is not being stolen. The Auditor General found the money. But watch out. Him end up steal it anyway. So don't look for Andrew Ones to come out right now as it relates to this and eat ya. Him will wait until Cliff Hughes, Miss Chin, right, and some bagger try to tone it down for him, and then you see him now coming after the storm. You want to see him come out, you know, right? And that is one of the reasons why we have some evidence to people. We have some evidence. And let me tell you something, Andrew Ones. We have some evidence. And you know what we are doing? This time we are time crank your backside. We are not going to push out them evidence there. We are waiting until after you come out. We fling the evidence on the ass. And I talk to some of the vloggers, right? Just hold back on some of the evidence because we are waiting for him to come out. We want him to come out. You know, come out, Andrew. We are waiting for your backside to come out. Come out, Andrew. And then we fling out what we fling out because you can't get from this, you know. When Mystic Sensation is saying it is your doings, this is your doings. This is your doings. You are land grabbing. And several people land take away now. Yes, I am going to speak also to a brother in the United States where you and your lawyer, you know, Andrew. Me I wait until you come out, you know, Andrew. Me I wait until you come out. You know what? Me just go ease back on that. Wait until I run out. Run out, Andrew Ones. We are waiting for you. But people, listen to this.
Along with the police, I mean, I tell you, come up after 4 minutes on video call with my family, them, you know. You know, so them come with the police, them fifth element. You see, when them come with the police, them come with 2 coastal load, a quote-unquote workmen. The whole of the man, them have a curtain round them face, and work vest, and hat. You can't see them face.
All right. People want to take note. You see what they call her? Telling fifth element as it relates to men with kerchief over them face and man with sledgehammer, right? Licking down people's property. You are going to see that some of these same men execute the same behavior in Burner Lodge. May I have the evidence this morning? You're going to see some of the same behavior, right? As it relates to Cooper's Pen. And as it relates to any other demolition that you look around throughout Jamaica. This same set of men camouflage and face, right? You are going to see the same pattern. Andrew, you can't get away from this. You can't.
The man them come and the man them are supposed to quote unquote assist the people them for move out. The man them they are about the people them things and this are no allegations. These are facts. Me have family we have our shop, our cash box where miss how much money. Them took up the people them how much top shelf liquor and how much things because part of which part them bulldoze was some shop right in front of Royal and this so.
So yes, Andrew. You and the criminal commissioner of police sending the man and sending the people them for damage the people them property, damage the people them things, right? Them bed, them dresser, right? And now the people them lose them money, right? Lose them values. And guess what? It is the very same complaint at Burner Lodge. The very same doings at Burner Lodge and the very same criminality with helicopter and police and you draw out the whole area squad police. The same behavior. You can't get away from this, Andrew. You can't get away. People listen.
And police was there.
What happened with the men? How did they
I'm
approach the men?
gonna tell you, all the men them go now. The police them go, them kick off over door them kick off, them go in at the shop establishment them and hold on the man them. A lot of the men because it's not all the men in the community itself, them lock up, you know. You see the section is for them bulldoze are the man from that section there. I remember say at 3 a.m. the entire community now gonna know the police running because I want section. I don't basically all them call it down the road. The police them go so them basically disarm up there so and some of these men don't live with women, some of these men live alone. So those men get to save not even
Jamaica, after me do the investigation, you know, right? It was just about the same time of morning they went into Burner Lodge, you know. Some want to take out some of the similarities, you know. And you want to cannot escape this, you know. Okay, listen.
Underwear because them the police station, they never and the mother and a sister nobody to take up nothing for them. So the man them come back to them house flat, not at all the man them not get to save some of the man them. You see my family member.
So people, what this is telling us, Andrew owners of a syndicate of thugs, so-called working in demolition program. They are thugs, they are thieves, they are criminals, right? So-called demolishing people place, telling lie about court orders. Andrew owners, you can't get away from this, you know. Telling lie about court orders. Telling lie about court orders. We want you to come out and show the court orders. We go show the Jamaican people some wickedness what you do to the Jamaican people, you know. We can continue this.
But with the 3-day-old baby, them arrest them hold on our baby father, and one of the man them are coming to the coaster bus to claim to say them come with the bailiff them, take up our baby, touch woman pitney, and put in a bad pan and push her out of the house and start bulldoze. With you know, so
human rights group. Want to listen to them something I know. Right? Human rights group. JFJ, I'm not hear a voice. I'm not hear a voice from this JFJ. But me hear a voice, you understand, from PNP voice note. Dean Jackson, me not hear nothing from you yet, you know. Dean Jackson, me not understand. You're numb, you're totally numb. That you're staying away from the issue. What? So let me ask you a question, Dean Jackson. Are you afraid to call the situation evil? But you are brave enough to call the PNP voice note evil. Eh? Talk to us, Dean Jackson. Talk to us. Let us listen.
Along with the much police, I mean, I tell you, come up after 4 months on video call with my family, them, you know. You know, so them come with the police, them fifth element. You see, when them come with the police, them come with 2 coastal load.
Right. Let me stop this. Big up to fifth element. People, I want to make sure, say, I want to give a fifth element some blessing. You understand? Right? She's doing good work. Big up yourself, Fifth Element. Anyway, you're there. All right, let me just stop from sharing this because we want to go into the evidence and show the chronological sequence of the evil of Andrew Holness. But come for him this morning. So all of the people them who would chat up their mouth, you understand? And all of the people them who would threaten me. Me see one nasty face boy, criminal boy. But me know say him a criminal. Say him a threaten Derval. Let me tell you something, you know. Boy, better you quiet. Right? Because you bite more than what you can shoot. Eh? You send threat to Derval. You send threat to Dre Bryan. You send threat to Andre. You send threat to this and send threat to that. Let me tell you and talk about your Andrew Holness defender. You need to know your nasty self. You need to know yourself. You understand? We are telling you that, you know. We are warning you. You need to know yourself and check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because right now you're on a mission to wreck yourself. That's all I tell you. I left that with you. Now, let us get into the evidence. Now, watch this. Now, watch this. Because we have got through the evidence now. We have got through the evidence and show it to Jamaican people. We have shown it to our people. Now, look at this.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pulla and here's what we have in the bulletin.
Widespread condemnation over Cooper's Pen demolition. Cornwall Regional faces critical neurosurgeon shortage. And later in sports, Kingsmen lose on CPL return to Sabina Park.
Thank you for joining us. Now the details. There is widespread condemnation over the demolition exercise in Cooper's Pen Trelawney. The Jamaican Evangelical Alliance strongly denounces the...
Well, let me say big up to the Jamaican Evangelical Alliance that coming out in denouncing Andrew Holness administration. We still want to hear what JFJ is saying, umbrella group of churches. Right? We want for you to look beyond the politics. Dion Jackson Miller. Look beyond the politics, Dion. Look beyond the politics and speak out what is wrong. Now, let me just take a call from Sister Winnie. Sister Winnie, go ahead, my dear.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mystic.
Yes.
Listen, sir. Andrew Holness is the one that gave the orders. He knows he's the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And if he did not know about it, and this happened, hello?
Yes, Sister Winnie. Hello? He knows everything. He knows everything, Sister Winnie.
And if he did not know, and this happened, he would have called an emergency meeting with a press conference and declared he did not know anything about this.
There you go, Sister Winnie. You have him on the line. You have him on the line, Sister Winnie.
He knows, because if I was running the country and something like that happened, not just a little time, big people lose their houses, I would have called emergency meeting. My head of police, my security, everybody would have to come and tell me who give that order. And Twist Mouth won't say anything. She's ashamed now.
Mm-hmm.
She's ashamed. He's the one that Bullfrog Man in Nationwide. They know it's Andrew Holness.
They all know.
That land is sold to some big people to develop hotels and things like that. Even the hotel owner left, not one of the staff turned up for work. They must not come in that day. So tell me if they did not know.
Of course they know.
And it's but the funny part of it, you got some of those people houses destroyed. If the lady went there and gave them something to eat, and she come and bring me something to eat, what I would take it and dash it in her face, because she knows she have that. She said 2 weeks, and she did not know anything about it. That's a lie. That is a damn lie.
That's a lie from the pit of hell.
Your days are numbered. Go on doing what you're doing. We can't do it forever. You and your wife grabbing all the land. And that Andrew man too, grabbing all the land. And that man with the two white and black hair, he too. You all are in it.
Yes.
They all follow in your footsteps. Because you is the leader and you cannot tell one man to stop. Because you can't tell yourself to stop. You and your wife and the whole lot are thieving the poor man land. Thank God I don't have a cent in Jamaica. Not a land. I would never buy a land in Jamaica.
Mighty
You
goodness.
are wicked. Even if you got deeds and you have the proof it's your land, and you can still come and lick down your house. Because he said he wants it for his bigger friends. And they cannot do what they're doing to Jamaica. They cannot do it in other West Indian country. That's the funny part of it. Let them try and say they're going to do it to Barbados. Which Barbados? Which Barbados?
No, me and Matley would never do something like that.
They want to. What private beach? We don't have that here. Big nose know that you don't have. Even the Hilton Hotel, all the top hotels in Barbados, all the beaches are free black mix with the whites, with the white millionaire. We mix with them. All the things that we try not to make any, trouble. We all swim in the same sea together. But why they want private beach in Jamaica? Because they sell out Jamaica. Andrew, you know something? I don't think when your mother did conceive you, I think the devil went there instead. Because you got to be the devil's child. Your mother can't tell you what you're doing is wrong. Why you want so much land? Why you want so much money? You are a disgrace. No prime minister, the only prime minister might like you is Kamala Prasad. And she once insulted Jamaica that she's no ATM. Remember that statement she made? And she had to come back and apologize?
Exactly.
And you linking up with her? Listen, no prime minister like you, And they only tolerate you in a room. But when you gone, they went and vomit and wash their hands. If they shake your hands. No prime minister like you except Kamala Prasad. Because you two are devils together.
All right, Sister Winnie.
And you should not do that to Jamaica. You should not. You go and not. And you know what happened? Did you see the guy that using the thing to lick down the house?
Yes.
The man was smiling.
Yes.
He was smiling.
Yes. I have some things that I'm going to show that these are some of the same folks, right, in Burner Lodge.
Because they don't have
taking them all over the island to carry off them atrocities. Wicked.
Yeah, but those young boys you only give them some coke and they will kill their own mothers.
Exactly.
So they don't have nothing to live for.
Exactly.
So they use them, poaching them. They don't have no sense. Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
Have a good day. I'm back onto the stage listening.
All right. Same. Take care, Sister Winnie. All right. Blessings. Yes. So listen up, people.
The eviction of Cooper's Pen residents and the demolition of their homes. The Alliance describes the action as cold, calculated, and inhumane, saying it reflects a failure by the government to protect the rights and dignity of the affected residents. It also criticized the...
As the news said, it is the responsibility of the government to protect its citizens. And this is how you protect the citizen. This is how you protect your citizens and journalists, right? Expose them to crony capitalists, you understand, to destroy their belongings, to rob them of their birthright. This is how you're protecting the Jamaican citizen. Oh, shame of you, you are despicable. You are so despicable, and anyone who is talking, right, in your behalf, right? They are a sellout. They are a sellout. They are bugger wires. Now listen up.
Use of security forces to detain men in the community before the demolitions, calling it an abuse of state power. The alliance says the failure to provide alternative housing or shelter before the displacements is unacceptable and accuses the state of again failing Jamaica's poor and most vulnerable.
Exactly so. Let us take that away while we juggle. We are only showing you, right, the level of wickedness being done here, the level of wickedness executed here. Unbelievable, my Jamaican people. But as we tread along, right, let us dig into, right, some egregious situation. Jamaican people, I am going to show you something this morning and link, right, the Burner Lodge situation. Last night when I was doing the research, I said, oh my God, look at that, right? It is the same formula executed in Burner Lodge. You want to see what I'm talking about? The people with mask faces, right? The man them walk with sledge and lit down the place. Those are some of the very same persons, you understand, who executed in Cooper's Pen, right? And so then what this tantamount to is that Andrew Honest is on a mission as it relates to land grabbing and needs to be investigated for it, right? Needs to be investigated for it. You're going to see some of the same excuse that they are talking about, right? In terms of, let me just explain this, in terms of saying that court order, that they act on court order, is the very same thing that they were saying as it relates to Burner Lodge until Isaac Buchanan brought him to court, right? And proved otherwise. So I am showing you the similar pattern that been taking place here, right? But look on the Jamaica, what I want for you to feel in terms of the facts, not exaggerating, the truth, 100% truth. Now, the Building Association of Jamaica, right, said to Andrew Honest, speak to Andrew Honest, that use the NHT funds to build good structural homes, right, that can outlast, right, an hurricane category 4 or category 5. Did Andrew Honest listen? No, he didn't listen, right? He pursued container, right? And guess what? Who is he giving the contract to? Right? You see the political kickback going around because no. He just hell-bent that he's there to punish some Jamaicans because they didn't vote for him. And not making the best use of our resources. Right? While he's doing all of that, right? Force on himself to the people, you know. Look at it, you know, Jamaica. Look at it. And when we are talking of these things, right? Andrew Honest forced himself onto the people, you know. Why is he having problem with Paul Buchanan? Why is he having problem with Paul Buchanan? For the very same thing. He has stolen the election, forced himself onto the people. But let us juggle. Look at this, my Jamaican people. Look at this here. Right? And why I'm showing this is the way how Andrew Honest administration devalue the Jamaican people. When I say devalue the Jamaican people, damage the people homes. You're talking about private sector. Andrew Honest is behind the private sector. But it is not Andrew Honest administration. Andrew Honest is behind the private sector. Andrew Honest is hiding behind these private sectors. But things are going to be borne out in court. Things are going to expose in the court. And I know. Look what Andrew Honest devalue the Jamaican people. Remember, I know the people are building them homes. And you lick them house, flatline them house. And at the same time, you take out cut and blue tent, give and give these people. Which part? This cut and blue tent. You understand that the Chinese had given to you or the Japanese had given to you. right, should have been used as it relates to Hurricane Melissa. You know, people, I'm going to show you something. These are the Hurricane Melissa relief aid, you know, that ADPEM hide up and I keep and I want to give to the people, you know. Look on the people in Westmoreland that suffer. And look now, see if we catch them, you know. See if we catch them red handed there. See the people. We're not telling them life on them. See the tent them here. See the tent them here. What that came for the hurricane relief people, the people who were damaged by Hurricane Melissa, right? Here is it. Look at it now, Jamaican people. Here it is.
The people they must stay in after them lick down them houses. It Jaja tough on we in Jamaica, yeah. People, man.
People see the evidence there. Evidence. See the evidence that people, right? Just imagine them get these tents and cuts to give to the people who suffered by Hurricane Melissa. And they hide it away from these people. Now they went and go and look trouble in Cooper's Pen. And see it now. See the tent and the cats that roll out and all people. See them there.
Pass through and see what I go on. I don't know, we have to check for the people. Believe. You see that?
So Jamaica. Now, let me ask a question. Alive you tell upon them? Talk to me, people. Are we telling lie on them? Are we sowing the seed of misinformation and disinformation? No, they cut them there. Not that them. They had gotten those relief aid to deliver to the people who suffer from Melissa, particularly Hanover and Westmoreland, and they hold it back from the people. We only show the wickedness, you know. We only show the wickedness. And when we spoke about it, them say a lie, not go so. But see it now, see the evidence there. What are they going to say? See the evidence there. They cut them and roll out in a Cooper's Pen. They have these things to deliver to the people. Andrew Holness administration acting out on vengeance to the fact that the people of Westmoreland, Hanover, right, voted them out. Them decide, say, them a hold on upon them nah give them nothing. Someone ask a question. Let me ask a question then. Is only JLP to pay tax in the country? I want to ask a question. Is it only GLP paying tax for the country and just decide, say, you are no a bad man government and we run things a bad this may I deal with? Because of that you deliver to the people, you know, and I mash up the people them house and I take with the people them land. You and your friend them that take with the people them land. You and your friend them. You and your friend them, Andrew, and your eye behind. You understand? Some of those in a PSOJ, right? Because when you study this thing, you know, just like Pernell Charles, you know, right? And realize the old period, right, gone back in the closet of the Sugar Factory Corporation and what Pernell Charles did. The same thing what you have done, Andrew Holness, in a Burner Lodge. And the same thing want to carry out a Cooper's Pen. Unno sound wicked. Unno see sound wicked. But me build a chronological sequence so the people can better understand unno evil. Now, Jamaica. So, of course, let us juggle with the chronological sequence because I beat to beat and teach around here. Right? We beat and teach around here. Right? Now, let me just, as it relates to that, let me just cross off this into, right, some serious things now in terms of what I'm talking about, Jamaica. And I want you to listen to me now. Right, I am going to open up a document as it relates to the modus operandi of Andrew Holness' behavior as it relates to land grabbing. I want you to listen to me. Listen to me, Jamaica, because I'm very serious. I called out Andrew Holness. I called out Juliet Holness. I called out Oshinson. I called out Andrew Wheatley. And I called out Pernell Charles. They are the particular ones driving, right, land grabbing in Jamaica. They are the ones that creating the chaos. Remember, you know, we haven't seen chaos like these, right, prior to 2016, you know. And why not? Because Portia Simpson have no interest in terms of land grabbing. Why you didn't see it in Bruce Golding administration? Bruce Golding have no interest in land grabbing. Why you did not see it in PJ Patterson administration? PJ Patterson have no interest in land grabbing. Why you didn't see it in Edward Seaga era? Edward Seaga have no interest in land grabbing, right? Michael Manley have no interest in land grabbing. So when we look upon that, and we look upon the history coming up, when did we have the chaotic problem as it relates to land grabbing and mashing down, and you understand, from 2016, from Andrew Holness coming in. From Andrew Holness coming in. This is one of the particular reasons in terms of my investigation. I show you that is one of the reasons why Andrew Holness grab up many portfolios. The housing portfolios, right? NEPA, right? Land agency, all of them, all of these things under Andrew Holness portfolio, you know. So why Andrew, it is ludicrous for Andrew Holness to now, on the back burner, don't want to speak out on this when land agency under your portfolio. Eh? You are the person, right, that these portfolios fall under. Housing, it fall under your portfolio, and you grab up 19 agencies and put under your responsibility, Andrew Holness. So then there's no way things like this can happen and you are not involved. But we ask the question, Jamaica. Why didn't we having problems like these prior to Andrew Holness in government? Check it now. Because I've done the research now. Why we didn't have all of these problems as it relates to land grabbing, you understand, mashing down people's homes and all of these things. Why these things were not taking place prior to Andrew Holness comes in power. Why? Because Andrew Holness, now remember now, let me fix it up and shape it up properly. Andrew Holness is the only prime minister who shot him Secretary of Declaration cannot be certified, you know. Right? Hold on, let me see if I can take this call. Hold on. Yes, caller, Mr. Sensation. Hello? All right. You want to speak? All right, hold on. Let me just put you on ear. Hold on. Right. And I am saying why we didn't have all of these problems prior to Andrew Holness administration. That is just a simple question I am asking, you know. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, Mystic.
Yes.
What I want to say about this whole situation, there's a couple layers to what is going on. First of all, let me say this.
Yes.
The people at the term as squatters are victims.
Thank you.
And the reason why they're victim, Mystic.
Yes.
Is because the system in Jamaica give people no leadway for the most part. If you're at the bottom of the pyramid to acquire land in a legal way, so that is a failure of the government.
Mm-hmm.
That's a failure of the government.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you have that large amount of people roaming around the country landless, that is a failure of government. Period.
Period.
Okay. They can find ways to grab land willy-nilly all over the place for them and them family. But for some reason, we have a mechanism in Jamaica that was put into the system by Michael Manley. And that system has been replicated all over the world, which is the NHD.
Yes.
And after 50 years or plus of that system, you have Jamaicans roaming the countryside, roaming the cities, landless. That's a failure of government.
True.
So don't come and blame the people who are victim of that failure and use derogatory terms and call them thieves and whatever. These people are citizens and they're entitled to have a legal way to acquire land, which we are not doing in Jamaica. I know you're a man that travel in the Caribbean. They don't have this problem in Barbados. They don't have it in Antigua. They don't have it in any other English-speaking Caribbean country. Only in Jamaica we have this problem.
And hold on, Carla. Let me just strengthen something for you. You will never have it right in those countries that you have just identified. Because remember, those countries are truthful to democratic principles. They are not banana republic, right? Let me ask you a question, Carla. Would you call this a true sense of democracy, or would you more see it as a banana republic? Particularly for me, it's a kleptocratic government. What say you on it?
Listen, Mystic, if you look at the Andrew Holness administration and look who they copy the Trump administration.
Yeah.
Even with the way they're using the police with the mask, with the mask over the face and the bullying of the people. These are autocratic governments, and this is the style of government Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness, deep down don't respect the Jamaican people, especially the poor one. He have a disdain for them. And
yes.
I can tell you, point out certain things that you can tell. When he was talking in the pandemic, when he was talking about all the people with the little shop them on the side, while him and his friend was having parties uptown with champagne, gathering together, he was deriving the people, the poor people, on the side of the road of them little shops, because that is how Andrew Holness see the poor people of Jamaica. He has no respect for them. He use them in him little plots when the election come around, and then after that, he have no use for them, because Andrew Holness, unlike Mark Golden, don't have the common trust. Although he came from that side of the track,
yes,
he despise poor people. And okay, so him not have no respect for them. Okay?
It's appalling though.
It is appalling. I missed it before I get off. I want people to keep this in mind and keep it front and center. Rounding up people that has done nothing and taking them to the police station is against the Constitution of Jamaica. Period. And when you have a government that is doing corporate bidding, that is fascism, if you're using the tools of the state to oppress people on behalf of corporate interests, that is fascism. And that's where we are in Jamaica. We have a fascistic government who will deny poor people their rights because that's how fascists think.
Well said, my caller. Well said.
So quarters, as we call them, and I don't like to use the term because we are descendants of slaves that never got anything, and this is why you have this problem now. People must understand the reason why you have so much landless black people in Jamaica is that their forefathers, when they were cut loose from the plantation, wasn't given land. So you had people roaming the countryside trying to figure out how to house themselves, how to get land, and that system has persisted down to the colonization system under the British.
Exactly.
Where we have now so many Jamaicans that don't have land. And to have our next black man come and compound the problem is just disgusting.
And you know what surprised me? You know what surprised me, Carla? To see how Andrew Holness now is exercising the spirit of neocolonialism. Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy that, as you said, right now, to me, I am not going to be all that professional like how you are, right? I am going to be, I'm not going to mince my word, right? Andrew Holness now align himself with corporate thugs, right? To rob us of our sovereignty. And that's what it is. And how dare Andrew Holness administration, right, looking on the people who are victim of Andrew Holness administration to call them squatters. to call them squatters. So let me ask a question, Carla. Let me ask you a question. So it's only the elites and Andrew Holness friends them allow, right, to seek adverse position?
Of course.
Only them alone allow.
That's what fascists are. Fascists
Oh.
believe that they are entitled. They are entitled to all of the resources of our country.
Yes.
They are a minority that is at the top.
Yes.
And they're entitled to the resources of the country. And they are willing to run a plantation system that the least amongst them toil away just to have bread for a day, but
yes.
never to see the sunlight. That is the kind of. But you know what is so funny about the likes of Andrew Holness is that, you know, colonizers come in all colors, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Them like talk about Mark Gold and a white man, but Mark Gold is more black man than Andrew Holness.
Say it again.
Andrew Holness is a colonizer in his art.
All right. But listen, I don't know if you want to say it. Andrew Holness is a roast breadfruit.
Oh, yes.
Him is a roast breadfruit. Yes. Right? That's what he is, a roast breadfruit.
You know, so at the end of the day, it's still up to the Jamaican people, and I hope all of these abuse of power by Andrew Holness, from installing his wife into the speakership, all of the abnormal things he has done to the country, debasing the Constitution for his own personal interest, all of these things. And I know Andrew saying he can't turn it on and turn it off because, you know, unfortunately, Mystic, there's a large part of the Jamaican population that is ill-informed. They don't read, and so they don't know anything that is going on. And a person like Andrew Holness is a master at manipulating people,
yes,
and using them for his own gains.
And
unfortunately.
And apart from that, too, Carla, one of the things that he's relying on, because of course you know that Donald Trump administration is a crony capitalist, just like him, right? And Donald Trump will defend him as it relates to the level of criminality. But let me say to Andrew Holness, does he believe, Carla, that Donald Trump is going to be in power right after November? So because he better sing him Sankelo, you know. Because I am telling you that when the Democrats get in power, right, it is going to be a new horizon, right, as it relates to Andrew Holness. As it relates to Andrew Holness.
Let me just say this, Mystic. You cannot go to the colonizer and ask him for reparation while you are sitting on crown land. The irony is so sweet. It's unbelievable. You are going to go to the colonizer and say, we want reparation for all of these 100 years of abuse and exploitation. But yet still you are sitting on millions of acres of crown land, and your people suffering because they are landless, and you abuse them in the night and rob them of their rights. Boy, that is so ironic. You can't even, you don't know what to say. It is so ironic, you know.
But Carla,
go and listen.
But hold on, Carla, I know why I run with it, man, because we are teaching people, you know, where I run with it for. So, hold on there. Carla, let me just touch the last point here. Right? Because we have to make it clear. You see how Andrew Holness, you spoke something, you know, as it relates to Andrew Holness' administration, aim, right, to ensure that the people of Jamaica are not that educated. Because as a result of that, that is where now we camouflage, put the veil over the people's eyes and try to trick them. Because it is the very same Andrew Holness now who is now trying to hold on onto the Privy Council. Why you think Andrew Holness want to hold on onto the Privy Council and you and I have to update the people? Now, when we talk about the Privy Council, how many people can afford, right, to utilize or access the Privy Council and hence not getting justice any at all? To take a case to the Privy Council, you're looking at least, you understand, 5 million to 10 million Jamaican dollars and much more, the least I am saying. Now, when you have a Caribbean Court of Justice, right, and we know to the fact that we have a solid jurisprudence, right, as it relates to our Caribbean-based judges. Now, where justice can be offered, one, justice can be accessible, 2, and the sense of justice can prevail. 3, Andrew Holness holding on to the Privy Council, tricking the people, putting the veil over the eyes of the people, right, to hold on to the Privy Council, where the people who want justice and want to see justice, if so be the case that they find themselves in such circumstances, cannot get justice because why? They cannot afford justice. So when for persons who can't get justice because they cannot afford justice, that in itself again is an injustice. What say you, Carla?
Right, of course. If you can't access justice, it's an injustice. You're absolutely right. But Mystic,
yes,
remember that Portia Simpson Miller wanted to take us out of the crown, you know.
Yes.
It was Andrew Holness who foiled it. Because if Andrew Holness cannot have his way, then everybody else must suffer. That's
exactly.
kind of politics.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is not this is the Andrew Holness clinging on to the Privy Council is a way to show that he's a true colonizer. He behaves as a colonizer. You know, he wants to be close to the power of the colonizer. So he wants to stay in them house, as Mark Golden said, what sense does it make to separate yourself from the crown and yet still stay in the house? Makes no sense.
Yes, Carla, hold a line. I'm going to...
Makes no sense, Mystic. But when people show you who they are, believe them. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, my boss.
All right. So, but me let you go now. Wonderful conversation. Love the conversation. Right? Don't be a stranger. Continue to call me now. Them sort of conversation that strike me. All right. Okay. So let me just put up. Yes, Carly. You're on Mystic Sensation live. Talk to me.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mystic.
Good afternoon, man.
I'm so proud of you and lonesome to stand up to the terrorist dictator.
I love that.
And I endorse every word. I endorse every word that the last caller just said.
Yes, man. He's on point.
This man is not acting like somebody who is. He's not acting like somebody who is a Jamaican. He feels that he has money and him reach. So the fascism is in him because him thinks that him entitled to we tax money to take it and brutalize us and do whatever the shit he wants to do.
All roast breadfruit.
Yeah, pardon me?
Me say him is all roast breadfruit. All roast breadfruit.
Listen, he is trying to act white because he feels to say he's up in the league where white rich people are. But guess what? They don't want you in their league. For trust me, you are trying to pretend that you're a racist, but you are still a damn black man. So don't try the racism right here. Because why do you hate? Why does he hate poor Jamaicans? That's the question I want to ask him. But before I go any further, I remember, I just piggybacking on what the last caller said, and something flashed through my mind when he was talking. You know, when I was growing up, them always have this little thing say, you take a pig out of this tie, but you can't get this tie manners out of him. Well, this man, he came out of the ghetto of Spanish Town, because he might go on like saying when he live in a suburban Spanish Town. You come out of the ghetto of Spanish Town.
Yes.
And you find one old cult leader who left Lebanon, or not Lebanon, must be Syria or Lebanon, got Jamaica. And all he wants was to scrape every penny out of us. So you join the cult and you become another cult leader. Now you get the opportunity to. You remember how this man treat Mrs. Portia Simpson?
Oh yes.
In a parliament, how he behave
like
him as some damn dog. And this is not a government. This is the Jamaica Labour Party is a dictatorial, kleptocratic,
yes,
what you call it, communist party. All them, and it's a scamming. It's not a party. What did I use the party for? It's a scamming, kleptocratic organization. It's not a party. You understand?
Agreed with you.
First to begin with, the person who them have a idolize over the inside, I come talk about this damn what you call it now? Nanny style, like Paul Bogley is one of the what you call them? Jesus Christ.
You mean heroes?
Heroes? I am so mad. Huh? Heroes.
Yes.
Bustamante get hero. Bustamante didn't like Jamaica. First of all, he was not able to read and write properly. So anyway, we'll not take him put as national hero. Hero where? And this is where the country starts sliding down a slippery slope because he did not like Jamaica because for the one thing out of his mouth that I hate Jamaica Labour Party for, and I mean I hate, I don't like Jamaica Labour Party. I don't hate the people, but I hate the organization that you people are in because nobody tells me that selfish is better than education. Me, I go like that there that they call.
Hold on the caller.
In a cult out of. Pardon me?
Hold on the caller, because let me strengthen your argument. Because people might hear you speaking and believe might be something that you make up. No, it is not anything you make up, and I have the evidence. Remember, Alexander Bustamante couldn't spell bread, This is how Alexander Bustamante spelled bread. B-R-E-D. That is how he spelled bread, B-R-E-D. And then you understand him said, and this is the very same man is saying that selfish is better than education. Want to see the party? Want to see the basis and the foundation of the party? Want to see, all right, if you broad forward from then until now, there is hardly any changes in my idea. There is hardly any changes. Go ahead. I'm just trying.
I'm coming up on the next topic. It is a cult and scamming organization. That's why they can't go forward and they don't have any love for the people. You know what? Got me so upset a while ago when you showed the tents that Jezebel woman says she's member of parliament for the people them down at Cooperstown. That Jezebel, always every time you see her, she either in our green cold shot.
But hold on, my sister. Hold on, my sister. All right, hold on, my sister. Hold on, my sister. Come and love how me I talk to the people. The very same tent that I had shown. Those are the tents that they had gotten from Hurricane Melissa, to deliver to the people, particularly the people in Hanover and Westmoreland, and the corrupted government hold on upon them, You understand? I am surprised to see the tent them. You understand? As it relates to Cooper Hill. I mean, I see to myself, say, watch out, over here there. Hold on. Not them a tent here. You understand? Was given to Andrew Wallace administration to deliver to the people who suffer by Melissa. And see the tent them here. See the tent them people. We don't want wicked on this, Sorry to cut to my sister.
I saw the Japanese symbol and Japanese writing on it, so I know it's true. They got them from the hurricane last year. Nobody not just fly in tents in Jamaica since Monday. So it's a wicked cult organization. Them a gangster, a one-done gangster them.
Aye.
And one thing I would love for the JLP to stop spewing onto our children. Stop this damn thing about shower labor rights, because if anybody should know the history of that shower argument, I know gangster man them used to walk and shower people with gunshot. So stop it, because it tells me that we don't come out of the cult yet. We're not still in the nasty cult. If we could have get the gun, we take up gun and shower people. Stop the shit about talking about shower labor rights. That's not a good language to tell to people's children. We're not damn cultists. We're not tell me we don't want to shower Jamaicans with bullets.
You're so right.
Yes, that's how they used to cry. And Bustamante is no hero. He's a nincompoop. And also Seaga, nincompoop Duns Pigeon was Wayne Bustamante. And Seaga come for rob. He ain't come for do nothing for Jamaica. He brought nothing to Jamaica. He did nothing for us. All him do is call us black scandal bags. You understand?
Of course.
And when him done, he take up the wealth and jam it where he want jam it. And you Mr. Brogan, or me never want to call your name because you don't deserve me even calling you nothing. Nothing. Because guess what? I heard Mrs. Brownberg tell you something, and I'll know it not leave me mind. Every time I look at you, I remember what Angela Brownberg tell you. You never see come see, and you think you reach your fascist dictator. You better watch your words and watch what you're doing. And for Marlon Morgan and the one when named Abka Fitzhenley.
Oh, Jesus.
And the one down at NNN, the two down at NNN, where hold up your two hands and things that them a distract and curse out ISAT and the rest of Jamaican for you. Guess what? You don't know no history. That's why you don't know where you come from. Because if you know the history of Seaga and Bustamante, you know that run. But guess what? You know licky and love pot belly. You know wanga got bitches. I don't care. I am so mad for what you do to the people them. You know wanga got bitches. You know living off of taxpayers' dollars, and when you don't know one turntable. I am not afraid of one shit. I am not.
Talk about things, sister.
You hear me tell you, I'm not afraid of you. I want to stop cursing out ISAT who wants to help the people and twist his words around.
Me go bust them this morning. Don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself, my sister. I am going to put them in them place this morning.
Mark Golden wanted to rescue Jamaica, but guess what? Somebody don't want to go to prison. I want to thief an election because somebody are keep their hide out of prison. Come for me when I'm ready. Because that is what it is. And someone will get reward for enable the corruption we are going same way. But me not done, we don't know yet are coming back another time. We will get reward for enabling corruption.
Corruption enablers.
No, there is no award because people like you have done nothing for Jamaica other than enable a corrupt regime and still spewing something out and teach the people the right thing.
All right, my sister.
Why did Nanny? Why did Paul Bogle, George William Garden, and Sam Sharp and the other people, the other heroes, why did they die? To make our lives better. We don't come back to come colonize us because
exactly.
We don't have, we can't live on the mountain, we can't live in our scheme, and we have to come big. I want to be cleaning any of so I would have know what to do, like where the black slave them used to do the people they want that. I would have fixed on a freaking business too.
All right, sister. Thanks for the contribution. Let me take a next caller. Yeah, man, you're good. All right, no, so nothing, sister. Let me take a next caller here.
Yes.
All right, cool. Oh, the caller, as I about to take the caller, jump off. Remember, this morning a phone time, so okay, the caller is calling back. Okay. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead, please.
Harris Chandler signed some documents in Panama.
Yes.
With that man from the government, not the war one, the other one.
Okay.
You signed some documents in Panama. You heard it on Marvin Live.
Okay, you heard it on Marvin Live?
It's an American official in Panama.
Okay.
Know there's an IL deal never signed.
All right. Let me check out that. And if anything you understand, we'll do some research on it. Yeah?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, caller. Thank you for your contribution. All right, blessings. All right. So let's just set them straight this morning. Right? Okay, let me just take this call. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Yes, Bar.
Yes, talk to us.
Yeah. I just want to find out a little thing because when it comes to mainstream media,
yes,
I don't know what kind of reporting and journalism they are doing. But listen to this. Monday, we heard a Jamaica Labour Party supporter disrespecting a 81-year-old woman.
Yes, despicable.
Tuesday, we heard about a suckling on the sidewalk. So from hole to young. You follow me?
Yeah, man, you're saying Monday you have a little piece of nastiness or disrespect, right? An old lady, and you are saying going along, you have a 3 days baby. Isn't that what you're saying?
Right.
Yeah, man, we are following you, man.
So
we are following
look at
you.
the chronology, right, you know. Monday, a old woman get disrespected. Tuesday, a baby throat on the street. By Wednesday, we hear that there was no demolition order. Thursday, Cliff Hughes still talk about vice notes. At the end of that, the main argument for the mainstream media was what Isaac said about a bedroom.
Hey, look here. Let me tell you something. Remember that Cliff Hughes have to do his work, you know. A $1.4 billion of taxpayers' money in rub up, you know, not paying, you know. And let me talk about it. Cliff Hughes, right, been collecting taxes from his workers as it relates to NHT, ed tax, and blah, blah, blah. And those taxes are not being paid over. Now, as far as me concerned, and my experience, right, he should have been put in jail, you know. He should have been put in jail. But what the criminal government does, allowed him to continue, you understand, is assault on taxpayers. Because the government, as it relates to Andrew Holness, the Integrity Commission investigators are looking at the very same thing where Andrew Holness not paying taxes. And not paying taxes for what? Shell companies. A bangarang him in, I know. A bangarang him in, I know. Because the money the way you see they run through them shell company there. Them the money they him can't justify them, you know. So before we deal with the bangarang there, you understand? We understand that Cliff Hughes has to work, you understand, in rearing off. You understand, as it relates to the debt that he owed to the kleptocratic. Right? So we don't bother listen to, I don't know why I go over Cliff Hughes, you know, but let me ask you a question. Why can't I go over Cliff Hughes?
No, you couldn't get me.
Oh.
You couldn't get me listen to Cliff Hughes. We can't, certain people, we can't listen them out till them finish that.
Oh, okay.
Because when you know some people say some things where you know are not true.
Yes.
If you can't listen to it, me can't do it.
Oh,
we can't finish listening.
Me like we put.
What I'm really saying.
Yes.
When it comes to mainstream media, the things them that matter. It's not that woman their news.
No, because they are censored.
People like
Uno. We are not censored. Let me tell you something, Carla. Why you think Andrew Holness grab up 19 agencies, you understand, under him portfolio? Is to manipulate the people them, right? Censor them, right? Just like what he did to the Integrity Commission investigators. He realized that the Integrity Commission investigators, him can't get them to be corrupted. So what him do? Him execute section 53, subsection 3, and muzzle them. This is, remember, you know, what we are dealing with, we are not dealing with a principal government, right? We are not dealing with that, you know, and that we are hey, look here, look, listen, my friend. I don't want to be ever thinking that you are dealing with a government. You understand? A government that is, you know, a legitimate government, a government that looks on democracy and utilize democracy for what democracy is. You are dealing with a kleptocratic government. You are dealing with a banana republic government. You are dealing with a government and an administration on the mission to keep people on. A land grabbing a guan, you know. Carla, listen to me. A land grabbing a guan with Andrew Holness, Andrew Wheatley, Juliet Holness, Pernell Charles, right? And Hutchinson. A land grabbing a guan with the whole of them, you know.
And look at the person responsible now for land.
Okay.
Look at that person now. When land in a fit him hand.
All right.
Land where him can sell.
All right. So remember that the land agency, you understand, is under the responsibility of the Prime Minister.
players too.
Right? All right.
Yes.
Remember, you know, when he was Minister of Education, what did he do between the period 2007 to 2009? Remember that he influenced several contracts to go to Gavin, you know? Remember that, you know? Between 2007 and 2009. And when him start to make the money, remember, say him create ADMAT 2008. You understand? And have ADMAT, you understand, created in St. Lucia through Patrick Bailey. And you what happen now? Me never know, say, it is Mark Croskerry. Right? Because we are learned that from late, you know. That it is Mark Croskerry. Right? Set up ADMAT account through SSL, you know. So now see the bangarang and the mix up. Let me tell you something, Fid. What you do over the Fid? What you do over? Now, let me tell you something. Him send all of him friend over Fid, and him friend can't do nothing to help him over there. You know, say the Prime Minister cannot be helped. No, sir. Me don't know. Hey, listen to me. Hey, I want thing do, you know. Me the go make sure. Eh?
Not one part at any section that the Integrity Commission put out. The Prime Minister cannot even prove one part. Just one part.
Well, you know, so what do you know, so what do the IC beat him in a court? Him can't challenge the IC. Why don't go challenge the IC? The IC not tell no lie on him.
But you can't tell lie on them people, sir. You can't tell lie on them people, sir.
Hold on. But here's the thing I know, Carla. Here's the thing I know, Carla. I don't know if the IC them crazy enough, you understand, if you go on to challenge the Prime Minister and commit political suicide, and have their career in suicide. I would have suicide to the IC career. You're talking about the Prime Minister. So when the IC, yes, my brother.
You sleep on my dead. Even you, when you come out on your program, you make sure what you're talking is true.
Me not play.
So just imagine people who are in a office doing that job. They have to make sure anything where them put on paper, they have to make sure.
But stop that. Stop that, Carla, because I tell you something, you know, any guy out there, you know, whether me or whatever, you know, call up my name, you know, you better have a fax, you know. Any guy call up my name out there, better have a fax, you know. Because me no play, you know. Tell me, you know, me no play.
But that when you come out, you make sure say what you're talking, people understand, and it is facts.
All right.
You understand? Yeah. So people know in a place like the Integrity Commission, that place they will investigate a man like the Prime Minister, they have to make sure that whatever they put on paper is correct.
Exactly, because
and nothing on the paper where we don't know and we don't see no. Nothing good enough right down neither.
But hold on.
Hold
on, let me say something. You say something, right? And it is 100% truth that you have spoken. Now remember that the CRAL completed their report, you know. And if you look into 4.0 of the CRAL report, because I know that report at the back of my hand, you're looking at the 4.0 of the CRAL report where it marked investigation. The finality of that investigation, you know, they recommended charges, you know, my brother. They recommended that people are to be charged, you know. It is Paula Llewellyn who sat on it, you know. And sit right now. Claudia Thompson still have it on her desk, you know. So you tell me now. You go tell me now, say, all right, the CRAL report completed. And the investigators, the forensic investigators recommended that people are to be charged. And all now, right? We can hear who were recommended to be charged.
That is why we can't see.
Come on, man. This serious, man. People, wake up. Wake up, people. Wake up. But, Carla, I don't want to stray from the cruelty we're going in Cooper's Hill, right? Yeah. So, make we continue. Make we go back on the Cooper's Hill thing because I want to link Andrew Owners to this thing, you know. and show the people them say he can't hide it. And we keep back some evidence. Let me tell him plain. We keep back some evidence. They wait upon him because we know who he is. We know, say, we realize, you understand, based on the pattern of how he respond to certain issues, that he making many of them come out. You understand, the Draws Davis, the big mama, come out and them tie it out. And when they believe, say, okay, all right, a 9-day talk, you see him take time and run out and rare. But we put on a piece of evidence of him. We put on a piece of evidence and wait upon him. But some of the things them want me to go put out now, him go see some clue, but when I give him everything. So, Carla, I want people to just relax. Maybe just go through and prove what people.
My final word.
Yes, say it.
You see, with this behavior that they're keeping up, look for something even worse than this coming.
Well,
yeah, man.
Let me tell you something, Carla.
Because every day getting worse and worse.
But,
so we just have to prepare.
But I don't want to tell you something, you know, because I am 110% confident, you know. I'm not even 100% confident. 110% confident saying, nah, get away, you know. And I'm a dead body, so I'm not get away, you know. You understand? No. But there, you understand? And remember, let me show you something before you go, Carla. Why I'm not get away, can't get away, under no circumstances. And any guy out there so believes, say, you understand, they are good enough. And they can, you know, the Prime Minister and let me tell you something. We're not a fool on yourself. We're not a fool on yourself. Jamaica, listen up. You believe Guy called Lizard, where the Prime Minister grab up and put over faith to save him. You believe if Guy called Lizard did see anything over there what can save the Prime Minister, Guy called Lizard wouldn't do it? And try to embarrass all of us. Guy called Lizard would have done it. They would have passed on the information to Big Mama. Let me remind the people them, but them understand. Lead investigators over by FID who are investigating the case told Guy called Lizard to recuse himself. I want to read between the lines. I left that too now. Read between the lines. All right, Carla. Let me take the next caller here. Blessings. All right. Yes, Carla, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead. Yes, talk to me, Carla. Talk to me. You're coming in low. You're coming in low. Yes, man. You're coming in low, bad. All right, we not hear you, Carla. We not hear you, and the chat want to hear you. You understand? If you are coming in at that low volume, we automatically have to go let you go because we can't hear you. All right? Yeah, man. No feel no way. No feel no way. Blessings. All right, we are not hearing the caller, so you know, makes sense. All right, so to the fact that me 110%, but want to give me some time now, people. Carla, wait, just wait for me a little bit. Let me just link the criminal network, yeah. You understand? As it relates to the criminality of the land grabbing, what is taking place, and show some similarities. All right, so I'm going to start now. And I want to follow me now upon the detailed investigation. I'm going to teach you now how to investigate now. So all of this bangarang happened, right? As it relates to what we see transpired with mass face and you understand the time they went in and so forth and so forth. So we decide, say, all right, them claim, say them act on court orders and so forth and so forth. But where does this took place? What is the reminder that this can take us? Boom. Let us go to Bernard Lodge. I'm going to show you something, Carl. I'll go back to Bernard Lodge. Me and him this morning. You understand? Me now go make him get ready. Now, so we visit Bernard Lodge and see what really transpired at Bernard Lodge. Because Andrew Holness administration, you understand, as it relates to land grabbing, right, seems quite evident. So we could get into it. Now, here the first thing, what we see here. New document reveals Clifton residents were given notice months before demolish exercise. Now, when you look at the date when it happened, people. Look at the date when it happened. October 23rd, 10, 2022, you know. Andrew Wallace, you understand? The plight of this, you know. Now, watch this now. Him claim say, the people were warned. The people were not warned, you know, people. Yes, him authorized the demolition of the people in place, claiming that the people were properly warned. I'm going to little bit of the detail, right? I'm play it and I'm going to hear it.
That was
whom it may concern. SCJ Holdings, and it goes into, you are therefore giving notice.
Sure, that sounds too low, so let me read it. Residents who had their homes demolished in Clifton, Bernard Lodge, St. Catherine last week had received cease and desist orders to all construction from at least March of this year. Not no go so, no people. Not no go so. Now, the revelation was made by Information Minister Robert Laya Dotty Morgan. It is the same Morgan. Let me remind you now. Let me bring up history for you. Is the same Morgan said, I will never ever believe the word of a politician. Don't you ever believe the word of a politician. Now you see Dirty Morgan, and see what Morgan say? Hear what Morgan say? Residents who had their homes demolished in Clifton, Bernard, Lodge, St. Catherine last week had received cease and desist orders to all construction from at least March of this year. But you know, if you remember, say Morgan himself said, you understand, anything him speak out of his mouth, you know, if you believe in. And never you believe the word of a politician. Remember, you know, him one, you know, so you can't really blame him for this, you know. So the revelation was made by Information Minister Robert Morgan while speaking on Nationwide this morning. Right? Now, Minister says the resident received verbal notice. You know, notice what I'm saying? You know, notice what I'm drawing for? Verbal notice. Because him can't say him not have nothing written down. Him now go say written look people, I could dissect it. Him now go say written notice because him all lied and him knows him just put out a little thing out there, so you understand? And you can't blame him too much because he went warn us to say never believe the word of a politician. So him put out them something here. Right? The minister says residents received verbal notices before they were issued with the written notices. All of this now appear lie and garbage. Make you take with that. Because where I'm going, you understand me, I was showing you something now. So what happened now? What do you think happened now? The residents say, so when that happened, we live a few years. Nobody didn't come to us and talk to us. Let me go to the history, people. Let me go to the history. Because you know the reason why I'm going to the history? We are going to go to Upper Cooper's Hill, and we're going to show you the same behavior with some of the same nastiness them. Now look, let me show you. See that? So I make sure somebody do my research as it relates to Google search engine. So that Google search engine can search every website and gather it, right? And summarize it to me and deliver the information. And see that, people? See it, yeah? During the October 2022 demolitions of informal structures in the Greater Bernard Lodge area, Clifton of St. Catherine, Jamaica, several residents stated they received no prior warning or notice. See the people? Remember, me show you what Laird Nasty Morgan is saying. In contrast to what Laird Nasty Morgan said, government officials, including Prime Minister Andrew Holness, the King Liar, and the King Scammer, Holness, and information ministers, you understand, as it relates to Morgan, maintain that warnings and prior notice had been issued months in advance regarding the illegal squatter settlement and land siege operation. And people, see that, and that them said. And to the fact that them said that and tell lie, you don't know what now? Isaac Buchanan now carry them in a court now and beat their ass. Isaac Buchanan, the general, and my MP that. The general, you understand? Carry them in a court and say, no, you know all dirty land grabber. You know all dirty land grabber, uno a liar, you understand? Uno want the people them place, you understand? And at that, uno a do, you understand? Uno come, we could go in a court. And Isaac go in a court and beat him in a court and give out the people them land. Andrew Honest, silent. So he want more land for thief. Him still upon the mission for thief more land. Now I'm showing you, not only that, I'm going to show you that, that people are saying, well, him do a little search on Google and blah, blah, blah. Me they will go to the actual people, they must say it now, people, don't look at now. Because remember, when Mystic Sensation are doing research, me make sure so me come with my documentation and I'm not playing a people. You understand what I say? When me say me no play, me no play around here. Now, make you go into the actual thing because me not only come with just one document, me I come with all of the evidence. Everybody evidence say me come out with it. You understand? That's why I say if anyone want to call my name for disinformation or misinformation, me I want to call my name for nobody no. Just call my name. Now watch this. See ya.
And anger among many Jamaicans this evening after more than 20 homes were demolished in Cooper's Trelawney.
Hold on there. Now I'm going to the wrong thing yet. Hold on. Wait there. Let me just cancel this. Let me just stop share this and get back to the right thing. Well, I'm sorry because a Cooper's thing that you understand because I have them in a sequence, make sure somebody do them in a sequence, right? Okay. Let me just make sure somebody find it, right? Make sure somebody find it. Okay, so yes, somebody find it. So this is what the actual people must say. So when we say me I do my research, you understand? Yeah, man, we come with all of the evidence, You don't listen out.
Lots of traffic today as demolition crews began the removal of illegal structures in the area.
Under the watchful eyes of the police and military, the persons to whom the houses belonged stood helpless. Their reactions in just a moment, but first, Jamila Maitland reports on how the demolition exercise unfolded. It was the whirring sound of a helicopter.
People want to look and see some of the similarities as it relates to the helicopter. You understand? And as it relates to where Andrew owners throughout the whole divisional police, them, you understand, for the yassa. And at the same thing you see upper Coopers. And we want to see the man them a walk. You understand, with the sledgehammer, they lead down the people them place. On the look people.
Helicopter hovering over the Clifton community, a section of Bernard Lodge in St. Catherine, had awoke many residents early Thursday morning. Outside, an armored tanker, soldiers, a SWAT vehicle, police with high power.
Same set of soldiers and police. Similar behavior with soldiers and police. Right? Using man to go be an Area 1 police division. You understand as it relates to Hanover, Trelawney, St. James and Westmoreland, use out all of them just like one do in Clifton. Me and him this morning, Him thinking can grow on me. Him thinking can grow on my people. Me and him this morning. You understand how which part him claim say? Him give the people them notice. Never give the people them no notice in the people. We want to watch and see some of the same nasty man them where you see gone up at Coopers. You understand? They use sledgehammer and lead down the people them place. At the same behavior in this. You look on it, people.
With weapons, and not too far behind them, excavators and men carrying sledgehammers charging towards them to demolish homes.
People see the nastiness them, yeah? See the nastiness them, yeah, people. Me not tell no lie upon them. Me bring out the evidence this morning. See the same piece of nastiness the people here. You understand? Some of them who end up, right, in Trelawney, you understand? They lead down people place. Uno look on what Andrew Honest do to Jamaican people. Uno look on what Andrew Honest. That's why you find the same ID, Him the one come out, but me say, Andrew Honest, me have a piece of evidence here that we'll pan here, see. Me want you come out. Me not show the evidence until you come out. Something I will pan you if you come out to piece of nastiness. Come out. Want wait pan you if you come out.
Police and soldier, we pick them careful gas school and lock down the community. The lands are owned by the Sugar Company Holdings of Jamaica, SCJ. Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced that criminals have been selling different plots to citizens.
Tomorrow, the government will act.
Now, hear how this is now really vicious, Jamaica. Listen to how this is really, really vicious. Now, a prime minister now was supposed to set better example for little children, you understand, and Jamaica in general. This is the man who hold the top job in the island. The man are the prime minister. And where the prime minister come from, concocting all these lies in his head. Knowing very well, so the person who involved in this land grabbing business was his best friend, you understand, the teacher. In a St. Catherine, the teacher, you know, where Andrew Holness administration, you understand, cook up and let go the teacher, you know. After the police, them investigate and say, no man, when you say it's a lie, you say gangster involved in this, all of them something. When you say it's a lie, the investigation led right back to the principal, remember? And they were feel so ashamed that they just barely arrest the principal. But you were the prime minister saying, you know, and no one said the principal involved all along, you know. Jamaica, me say, the only time when Andrew Holness not telling a lie is when he mouth shut. The only time the prime minister not telling a lie. I see this when I was sit down. See this when I sit down to him right. I don't know how him sit down so conveniently. Because I remember said Dr. Garden exposed him, you know. You understand? Remember saying me at the club. Why, Lord Jesus. Let us pray on. Oh, no, listen to the lie, people. Listen to the lie. And see that the Minister of Finance, you understand, sit down and taking the line and no say lie, I'm telling you. See him there, you know. Corrupted Nigel Clark. You understand? Corrupted Nigel Clark. What claims say he is not going to make any stone, you understand, left unturned in a SSL. This piece of mess here. This piece of mess here. Now, listen to the lie. Listen to the breed of lie what the prime minister now they tell me now. When they know say, you understand, this have nothing to do with no gang, you understand, but the thieving principle where him and the prime minister plan. Him and the prime minister plan. Oh, no, listen there.
To demolish those structures. Have been illegally erected.
About 30 houses have been tagged for demolition. Member of Parliament Fitzjack.
You see the same criminal nastiness one use? You see the same criminal nastiness? You see the thugs them? You see Andrew Holness thugs them? Criminal thugs them? Some of them are all prisoner them, you know? They live on people property, you know? Some of them are what we call stacky. You understand? They live on people. No. Decent people build them homes. And want to go through the process of adverse possession. But this criminal organization want to look at our lovely Jamaican brothers and sisters who work so hard day and night. Try to make better of themselves. Building themselves, you understand, good structural home. But no, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see the good structural home. You know why you want to put them in you want to put them in a container and take them land. You know, say fucking out order. I first never complete so plain after you use such a colonial language. But don't forgive me, people. You might get out order. You know, say really bright and stink out order, Andrew Holness. Yo, bright and stink. Why not go put your two boys them in a container? Why not go put your wife and your two boys them in a container? Look on the criminal them, where you have the mash down decent people place. Look on them.
Was among the crowd.
That kind of activity is not anything that I would condone. Persons who approach me and say that they have bought lands, and one or two persons I ask them from whom, they can't tell me or afraid to tell me who they paid money to.
The structures in question have been built on lands earmarked for agriculture.
Them pay money to the principal, Andrew Holness' best friend. Well, me only know the best friend part. Me don't know if I go further than that. Me only know the best friend part. I don't know if we go further than that because you know, say, Andrew owners are the girls and pet. All right, leave it there.
As part of the Burnham Lodge Master Development Plan, but houses with roofs on it cannot be destroyed as it's a breach of the human.
Look on them dirty Cumbolong. Look on them dirty Cumbolong, Andrew owners friend them. Remember, say, one of them criminal, you know, right? Dead by one of Andrew owners property, you know. One of these criminals, dead by Andrew owners property, you know. You don't remember that, you know. So him about them criminal, yeah. So when him want people also lick down, them criminal yeah in use. Now, me could go for Coopers now. Me see what going on, so me could go for Coopers. Now going to this. Remember no film today.
No.
Stop this. Okay.
I'm going to say, you can have dialogue. You're human. You can have dialogue with the remaining.
All right. See the woman I say, you don't have no dialogue with them, you know. You don't have no dialogue. This is the point that I want to prove. That you are Morgan. But Morgan warned you already, you know. Say don't believe the word of a politician, you know. Right? And we are Morgan to tell lie. But when you go talk to the people, them, I want to give the people them notice and all of them something there. You understand? Here the woman I say now, not like that, no go on. And them live there several years. You know, listen.
In person, the same measures that when residents looked on in disbelief as the structures were being taken apart under the watchful guard of the security forces, others holding their possessions.
See, the resident look in disbelief. Them can't understand what really are going on. Nobody never approach them and talk to them about nothing. Look at the people in decent house where this man I want to lick down. And look at the amount of money in thief and build up big mansion when can't justify. No, them people can tell us, say, listen me, them save the money, you know, them put in a partner. You understand? And them take time and do them thing and build them house. You can't justify how you build your house, you know. Hey, me say, me don't understand. Me don't understand how criminal in a parliament to try pass laws. I don't understand how criminals in parliament are try legislate. You're a criminal, Andrew. You're a criminal. We are going to make sure, say, the back on the ballot, you know. Statutory declaration cannot certify. Take yourself, please. You understand me? I say, no. So let me just stop from this. Because we are go deeper than that, you know. Yes, we are go deeper than that. Me and him backside this morning. People, me and him backside this morning. Me I show him up and show the whole world. Hey, nobody can defend me now. No big mama, no draws Dave. Hey, that's why I say, let me tell you something. You see, we hold up on social media, confident in terms of our work. The Dre Brian, the Mystic Sensation, the Andre, the Lonesome, the Talk Your Mind, the Portland Spice, right? Conrad O'Brien. But hold on, I see something I wish Conrad O'Brien send something to me. You understand? Conrad Brian, anyway, there, big up yourself, Conrad. Hold on there. Conrad, give me a talk, no, man. Give me a call, no, Conrad. Call and talk to me, no, Conrad. Me see you send some things about, you understand, me don't want to get distracted. Call me, Conrad, call me. Now, let me show you something now. As it relates to this sort of situation that we are presenting in a chronological sequence, and I show you the commonalities. You understand? That exercise as it relates to Burnham Lodge. And we show the very same commonalities that exercise as it relates to Cooper's Hill. Oh, no, look at now, people. We go night, you know, we are show people we are investigators. You understand? And none of your so-called vloggers, you understand, and bloggers where you have on social media can grow on us, you know. No. You understand? Because they are not at our level. Uno down yourself, uno down at the bottom. Yeah, we're at the top. Uno down on the bottom, we're at the top. All right. So I don't just want to stay. And nobody come eat up on yourself with we. All right. Now watch this. I'm showing a judgment here, so. Right? I'm showing the judgment. So the same thing when I showing you say we're going to Clifton, you understand? The land grabbing, Andrew Owners, and the principal, right? Are the same thing I'm going, yes, sir. I could go in right now. We can show you. Watch out now, people. See the evidence here?
There's shock and anger among many Jamaicans this evening after more than 20 homes were demolished in Cooper's Pen, Trelawney on Tuesday morning. Residents say they were given no proper warning and watched in horror as bulldozers reduced their homes to rubble. Now, questions are being raised about who ordered the demolitions and what, if anything, will be done for the displaced families.
Trelawney, Tuesday morning started like any other, until the bulldozers arrived. Then, with little warning, homes were turned into piles of concrete.
The first thing we learned, that there was no warning. Where did we learn that from? Berners Lodge. No warning at Berners Lodge. No warning at Cooper's Pen. All right. First exhibit. Let's go on.
Wood and personal belongings. More than 20 structures were demolished.
I just came here about half an hour ago. And we did here, say some whatever, anything, whatever them plan was.
All right. On here, the residents have said, we don't hear nothing. Nobody no can talk to it. We don't know what the plan was. So which part we reference? We reference Berners Lodge. Where the lady has said, nobody no can talk to it. We never hear anything. So if we look on this now and we see the commonalities in this, make a move on.
Even care about them plan. So I'm saying, if we come here and we just come and see them demolish the house, how come them just do it without a consent of giving people, say, yo, watch ya. You know, say, you don't have to get a notice for 1 month or 2 weeks, as squatters, you don't live on the land or whatever. Whatever news them are run with, say we are what? They should notify us.
Rojake says his 3-bedroom house was home to his family and represented an investment of about $1.5 million. Now he has no home, no bed to sleep in, and no idea where his family will spend the night. And he takes particular issue with being labeled a squatter.
As a citizen, I'm a national, I'm a native. Me no run away for nowhere come here. A Jamaica, me born and grow. Me are no squatters, me can't be squatters in a Jamaica. No boy can't tell me say me are squatters in my country. Me born and grow here.
For another resident, the demolition was just as traumatic and made worse by what happened to her belongings. She says police officers came first, asked how many people were in the house, then left. Soon after, she heard the bulldozers.
One man says, them can't tell the tractor off he doing work. You understand? And all the things them including all the baby crib and something I draw with. This a different yard, you know. That time they already break on me. So that is what really, really, really grieves me, is the fact that my things them break up after they mash up the house.
My honor get put on here, but them put one peg.
So no look on the evil people. Not only that they mash down the people them homes, you know. But they did not give them the opportunity to even say, let us secure the things them out of the house before we mash it up now. Let us secure the bed. Let us secure the dresser. Let us give them even a fighting chance that they have these assets where they now could have now rented or somewhere empty and put back this place. I want to see how vicious and wicked, you understand, Andrew Owners is. So let me tell you something. Politics have nothing to do with this, you know. And if you remember, you know, Jamaica, remember, say them people what we are talking about and these people who we are defending are my brothers and sisters, you know, and I don't care if they wanted to vote for JLP, you know. You understand? Remember, you know, Trelawney, as it relates to the 2 constituencies, and the Jamaica Labour Party so-called claim, say them won that, you know, them 2 constituencies, you know, even although we know, say, you understand, them thief, the election. And you know, me, I wonder to myself, even last time I wondered to myself, say, oh, well, on, I could just back here. Right? It don't look like the people in a Trelawney will vote for Andrew Owners. That's why Andrew Owners carry out them vengeance. So obviously now this is a strong evidence that Them a two-seater, them thief, them two-seater too. You understand? The Dalrymple receipt being stolen. You understand? And two of a thief a seater too. So when I look on it, right? Me I look on the pattern of behavior and I say, no man. For if you attack your own people like this, because remember, you know, PMP last, the two MP, you know, and the two Jamaica Labour Party LP, you understand, sprung from this victory, you know, so-called victory, you know. We should know see the Pegasus use, you understand, and all sort of other, you understand, buying of votes use, you understand me, I say, intimidation use, the very same thing what Paul Buchanan are describing and defining, you know. All of them something using them are two area, you know. All of them something they use them are two area. But me I say to myself, say, then hold on, no, them are people here. No, them are people who vote for Andrew Wallace. It seems like Andrew Wallace take a political suicide. Right? Based on what we see yourself. Because you attack your own people them. But then something just prick me in the head and say, but Byron, you need to think deeper. Remember say Andrew Wallace don't care about nobody, you know. Andrew Wallace care about him pocket and me say backside that's true. That's true. 470 million through viewers bank account. You understand? You know what I mean? Not everybody, both GLP and PNP tax money my thief. So true, you're right. You're right. So I could listen now. I could listen.
And anybody peg the demolition order put feet and they peg the near to my house. Right in front of my house. One peg there.
The demolitions have also put the spotlight on the long-running dispute over the land. Trelawney Northern Member of Parliament Tova Hamilton says she's trying to determine who initiated the action. She stresses that the matter was not...
These are the wickedness. These are the wickedness. Apart from the land, apart from the houses them licked down, the real cruelty and the wickedness is this Trojan ass amongst the people. Mighty God of Daniel. Knowing that she knew everything before it happened. And see her there along with the people. Hey, you don't want it wicked at that? You don't want it wicked at this? See her there amongst the people. And she know everything how it go. Look on the wickedness.
Not government-led.
All I can say is this is devastating. I must, however, indicate that this is private sector led. I know that there is a lot of misinformation out there indicating that the government has something to do with it. But
and even so, right, as it relates to the people's plight and destruction, you are defending your Andrew owners, defending your bro God. Where you know say you broke God. Let me ask you a question. Could any private person draw out the entire area one with helicopter aerial surveillance? Oh no, wicked enough. Me they tell you something to over, you're wicked. But you know, no surprise there. You're Andrew Wallace, Member of Parliament. You understand? We don't just ask the Integrity Commission investigators to start to look at your business. Right? Because anyone associated with Andrew Wallace and that so-called nasty face boy who would threaten Derval and I threaten Dre Bryan and I threaten who you fi threaten. May I tell you, you know, watch yourself, you know. You understand? Because you bite more than what you can chew. May I tell you, you bite more than what you can chew.
we have nothing at all to do with what happened there today. It was private sector led, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it to see who initiated this. Because I have already reached out to the Prime Minister to see how best we can have the government try to resolve the issue on behalf of the people.
Ms. Hamilton says the land dispute has been going on for years and that the matter had reached the courts. She also says an interest was lodged on the title in favor of the housing minister, as the government had intended to assist the residents. In the meantime, she is encouraging the affected families to seek temporary shelter with relatives and friends. Sandy Williams, TVJ News.
All right. Now, I would get another clip to show you some of the same, right, dregs of society who went to Burner Lodge and eat down the people in place with sledgehammer, right? It is a similar pattern with the dregs of society that went to Cooperland, to Cooper's place, Cooper's Hill, Cooper's Pen, sorry, and mashed down the people, you understand, with sledgehammer and all of this and all of that. Now, let me go to some serious things and challenge, you understand, Big Mama Network. Because I'm come out for you, you Big Mama Network. Now, look at these people. Let me go into this now. Look on this dilemma here. Company behind Cooper's Pen demolition facing deregistration. Let me see why. Hey. Let me see why. Hey, let me tell you something. We can tell Andrew Honest this. That Cooper's Pen situation is going to go into the court. And you want now? The government is going to be sued. Yes. The government is going to be sued. And things are going to be revealed. So don't worry yourself with a Big Mama that try to spin what she has spin. Joyce Davis a try to spin what she has spin. Jerome a try to spin what she has spin. None of your ladies them can't spin you out of this one here. Because the fact of the matter, this will be go into the court, you understand, and the nastiness is going to expose. Company behind Cooper's Pen demolition facing deregistration. I wonder why. I wonder why. So the first question I ask, the demolition company, who own it? Who own the demolition company? Is it a situation where the demolition company may very much owned by a member of parliament? Let me put that out there now because I say, hey, listen to me, I want to be Mr. Sensation now. You see, when we onto some things, you understand? And then later down you hear about it. You don't know some Mr. Sensation. Let me ask you a question. The company behind the Cooper's Pen demolition facing deregistration. Right? Now, all of a sudden, the same company want to use to carry out the mayhem, the atrocities. Right? Now, make you see what I go on now. The company that's reportedly behind Tuesday's pre-dawn demolition of homes at Cooper's Pen in Trelawney, New Falmouth Resorts Limited, is facing removal from Jamaica Company's registrar. Hold on there. Hold on there. New Falmouth Resort Limited is facing removal from Jamaica Company's register. Wonder why? This is interesting. This over its failure to disclose who its beneficial owner is. Bangarang. Bangarang. Hey, boy. When come here, people. So hold on. Based on the laws that established, make a long night now. And as it relates to the registrar of companies, Jamaica Companies Registrar. Remember Jamaica, let me talk to you. There was an update, an amendment made. I don't remember the year amendment. That backside people are calling me. Hold on. Yes, caller. You're on Mystic Sensation Live. Go ahead.
Sir Byron, how you doing? Long time.
Talk to me, my brother.
By the way, you're talking about people suing the government. But the people they're going to sue themselves because Andrew Wallace no money now come out of his pocket when a taxpayer money
Well, technically speaking, you are correct. Technically speaking, you are correct.
But they were a raw dog, that's why me not calling because you see me and justice me I deal with. And me as a man, me don't buck down Andrew Wallace mansion. Buck down everything. That's why I'm not calling sometime because something will
all right. But here what now, Wayne? Because you remember, me no want them make it look like say, well, all right, Mystic Sensation platform I tell people to go mash down Andrew Wallace's house. So you understand that is not my argument. Right.
I'm a Mystic Sensation. Me don't crash that.
Okay. All right. So when you have it, look at pivot from that because yes.
And my wife, may I tell you the truth? I pay pepper water, me not feed them with. Nothing else. Me done and me gone.
All right, my brother. All right. The man say when I feed Andrew and Juliet with pepper water. Right? The only thing one would do with that, you understand, is we put some vinegar in it. All right, may I move on left that. Now, this over its failure to disclose who its beneficial owner is. So let me ask Jamaica. Jamaica is a bang around. Why they choose not to disclose who the beneficial owner is? I want to know if it is a member of parliament, right? Involved with the thing, Hey, this looks sweet. This is a real bang around. Now, the information has been confirmed by Nationwide News through checks with the company's Office of Jamaica. Now, when I see Cliff Hughes, I read out this because this no support Cliff Hughes' mission in terms of defending Andrew Wallace. This is going against him, but obviously, him have to push it out. The failure to identify the beneficial owner of an entity is considered a breach of the country's anti-money laundering laws. You hear that, people? Hey! Let me ask you a question, the big mama. The person who is befitted this money laundering scenario wouldn't it be Andrew Wallace? So big mama, you realize that Andrew Wallace around $470 million through various accounts. And backside, I have to remember this $713,000 US in a city bank. So then big mama, what does that look like to you? Does that look like money laundering? But we could go back on the topic because we don't want to shift from the subject, Big mama, who own New Falmouth Resort Limited? Because the original owner is not listed. But this sound twisted, man. This sound twisted. But if New Falmouth Resort Limited have all of them bang around there, then our New Falmouth Resort Limited as it relates to them who the tries to say Andrew owners, but a private sector. All them stayed away, yeah. Which part the original person don't listed? I want to go and lick down people place. I don't understand what I'm going to say. Now, the failure to identify the beneficial owner of an entity is considered a breach of the country's anti-money laundering. Right? Siobhan Campbell, tell us more. Hi, Siobhan, tell us more. A beneficial owner is the individual who ultimately owns or controls a company not the name on the letterhead, and not another company. So hold on there. It's only a letterhead. New Falmouth Resort is operating on. But hold on the people. Hold on the people. I wonder if this company is a shell company. I want the backside of going on. So I'm going to read yes or no. Yes, I'm going to read. A beneficial owner is the individual who ultimately owns or controls a company, not the name on the letterhead, and not another company. What they go on, people? What they go on? Disclosure became a legal requirement through amendment. Yes, I'm going to talk about this. See, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to mention it. Yes, sir. Because I know that there was some amendment that done. See, people. So I wasn't lying. Disclosure became a legal requirement through amendment to the Companies Act in 2017 and was tightened again as a part of Jamaica commitment to the Financial Action Task Force. Jamaica came off the FATF grey list in June 2024, but you know, like when I go back on it 2026. Ono shouldn't come off. Ono shouldn't come off. I want to come off. I want to come off of the FATF grey list where they have people, you understand, who so-called a registered company and them right name. No, did they? So I don't know right name for. I would feel proud. Jamaica, listen to me now. This is my argument. I would feel proud, right, to have a company and my name I establish to make them know that me are the boss. So why you hide? Why the boss are hide? And who is the boss if the boss are hide? Something no look fishy. Me not like use a fishy thing there out of my mouth, you know. But something that smell. Talk to me. Isn't that something smell, yes, sir? No. Jamaica came off the FATF grey list in June 24th. Don't come off. I don't have all of them sort of nastiness here go on. Regulators treat non-disclosure as a red flag. This must be a red flag. No, people, I don't think some people are idiot. Regulators treat non-disclosure as a red flag, a most red flag. Because if I register a company, I don't want the company to attach to me and identify me, then it simply means that I am involved in wrongdoing. Why I don't want the company? Now, if I go set up a company like a pharmacy, you understand? As a matter of fact, me are brandishing Horton's Pharmacy. And when you check the registrar, you understand? You are going to see the name. And I'm going to be proud of it. So then, me not understand how you so-called own company, but you hide your name. So then, if you hide your name, let me ask: is this thing owned by a member of parliament? One of them thieving member of parliament they want an investigation. I see. You know, I hear them something here. I see. You know, I hear them something. Hold on. Pamela Monroe. Are you hearing this? Eh? Pamela. You know, some respect you. And right now, I have you as a solid person, you know. But we see the kleptocratic government here. Right? Lego order of distinction. So me I watch. Pamela, let me tell you the things them me I watch about. Me I watch and I wait. Because I know you investigate the boss them. Pamela. Me know you now go get 110 boss. Only 60 boss in the island, so we are wait. Not because it proves wrongdoing, but because anonymity is the precondition for a range of harms. Anonymity. When you don't have persons being disclosed or identified, that is the anonymity. Anonymous. right? Unidentified person. So I want people to understand what it means. You can't register a company and yet the company not registered to the primary owner who own the company. So what are you hiding? What are you hiding? I am giving snippets, wanting the IC if you look into this. Me not talk to the commissioner of police if you look into this. Because the commissioner of police show him 2 fingers to all the way and say him fully loyal to the Jamaica Labour Party with him 2 fingers up in the air. Him show him 2 fingers to his friend. Say him fully loyal. So, commissioner, you may talk to. Because we know you're aligned and encourage criminality. So we're not talking about this. We are talking to decent abiding citizens. Remember say you're not decent, you know. You're not decent, you know. Remember say you're not decent. Remember say drugs done by your big watch where you have on your hand. But very expensive. So remember, nobody listen to me, you know. I know you may talk. I know you may talk. Because you're dieted labor right. You're labor right. You're political activist. So I know you may talk. Failing to file is an administrative breach and it can be cured. Then if it can be cured, how long you talk to them? Why they not cure it? We are going on in IT now. Companies are served notice and given time to comply. All right, the amount of notice that you have given him, have he complied? May I ask a question? And a struck-off company can apply to be restored. It also does not touch the validity of the court order under which the demolition was carried out. We don't know how truthful that is, whether there was a court order indeed was issued, just like the lie where Andrew only told in Bernal Lodge and not never goes up. So we also going to dismiss the one here because we found him a tell lie in a 1. Yes, more likely him a tell lie in a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You name it. Now, let me come to you now. On this paragraph here. Now I break it down for the people then. So Newfoundland Resorts Limited is recorded at the company's office of Jamaica as being in the process of being struck from the registrar. Then let me ask a backside question here. Let me ask a question. Me just ask a question here. Then if you're struck from the registrar, how you involved in going to court and issuing court order for demolition? Me no get it. See that? Newfoundland Resorts Limited is recorded. I know me a say it, you know. If you don't notice, I big mama, let me talk to you. You notice what me I do? From what here? Eh? May I use your news clipping? So when the Prime Minister run out and say we talk about misinformation and disinformation, it come from over you. Eh? You understand my strategy as we go along? So I can read into that again. I can read into the paragraph. The paragraph carry a whole of meat and gravy. Newfoundland Resorts Limited is recorded at the company's office of Jamaica as being in the process of being struck from the register. Struck from the register. Now remember, you know, when you struck from the register, you know, way before, you know. Remember, say what they want to carry out about 2 days or 3 days ago, when you carry out, you understand, big operation, go lick down people in place, you know. Remember, say it's struck from the register, you know. Now, after failing to file a beneficial ownership declaration. Now, checks with the company's office indicate that a company risk deregistration if it fails to file a beneficial ownership declaration for at least 3 years. Look, we talk about this. Bangarang. It's a whole for media, so I'm graveyard flash all over the place. So what are they now? Let me ask a question. So have they now exhaust the 3 years that was the 3 years that were given to them? And show them now that officially struck off the list based on what the aforementioned stated. Now, Jacqueline Chisholm is listed as company secretary. And what really are going on, sir? What really are going on, sir? Nationwide understands the demolition itself was lawful, carried out under a court order. Mr. Evina, believe that, you know? Did anybody see the court order? None of the residents as it relates to my recollection has shown any form of court order. None of that not shown, you know. Me no hear one resident that said. The integrity boss went there, right? Isaac Buchanan went there. Cousin went there. And me no hear none of them say them witness any court order. Me only said that in terms of what me know. So if it happen, no blame me. Me just no know. But from my recollection, I don't hear, right, the honest members of parliament made any mention of any court order that they had observed to substantiate what been communicating here. Remember, so we know say Andrew unless our liar government, you know. Here, I can read it over. Understanding the demolition itself was lawfully carried out under a court order in the presence of a bailiff and a strong police contingent. How the backside of going on, sir? Hold on. I say, what are the people? Because I say, like Conrad send me some things here. Let me check what Conrad has said. Please don't. You know, say, okay, all right, Jamaica, hold on, Jamaica. Hold on, Jamaica. Right? I just got something from a superintendent of police. Hold on, Jamaica. Hold on, Jamaica. Let me read it, yeah. Hold on, Jamaica, let me read it. Right? I just got this from a superintendent of police, and I don't want his name to be shown. So I'm not 50 men who went to Cooper's Pen. They were all from Owners constituency. How the backside is? No. No, sir. Right? Superintendent of police has said me this. 50 men from Cooper's Pen were all from Owners constituents. Hey, but what I know before the superintendent send me this, you know. Me observe certain behavior pattern in a Cooper's. I same thing me there, put me there, so the talk about, you know. So me observe, right, certain patterns where we see the man them with sledge, the man them cover over them face. You understand? People, what is? Mighty God of Daniel. What a banger on this. No, sir. Hold on there. Let me get into this. Nationwide understand the demolition itself was lawful carried out under court order. No, you see what me just get here? This is news what me just get here. You know, I've got to show the court order there. Comrade Leader Marky G and cousin and Isaac, can you please, sir, investigate, right, to see the court order, sir? I'm asking you, one of you gentlemen, to do us a favor by investigating this so-called court bangarang designer. So then Andrew Holness, based on the information that I got from a superintendent, so then that means you have a set of men where you galvanize and send them around the place to go lead down people place. How the backside is? Master, how can a prime minister you be? No, this this is worse than a little ordinary careless criminal boy, you know. Not only that, this, you know, this, hey, Andrew, this can't look good for you. Andrew, this can't look good for you. And hold on. Okay. People, we get some more information. Right? Where, I left this Tuesday. Where we are going to feature some people, you know. No, Andrew Honest, this can't look good for you, you know. No, Andrew Honest. No, Andrew Honest. This can't look good for you. This can't look good for you. Now, Nationwide understand the demolition itself was lawfully carried out under a court order in the presence of bailiff and a strong police contingent. Falmouth Mayor Colin Cager confirms the Trelawney Municipal Corporation had no hand in the exercise. Then hold on there. Then if you don't have court order, right? Okay, so on the circumvent. Then why want to circumvent the Trelawney Municipal Corporation and then just go to court? Where the Trelawney Municipal Corporation would just right there that you can put through the task. No, what really are going here, sir? And you, collagen gauger, I don't want you nothing for you, know. Come on for me, come on for my monitor. I don't want you nothing for you, you know. You come on for my monitor. You're not a criminal. People, I wonder if you don't understand what they're going. Eh? So you are going to tell me now that there's a syndicate of persons that align with the Prime Minister going around and licking down people's place. So the people that will go Cooper's Pen, none of them is from possibly none of them is from St. James. How about the backside here, tell me? None of them is from Trelawney. These are ultimate strangers in the people in place, fleeing on the people in place. What is he tell me, say? What is this you are telling me? Hold on. You know, Jamaica, Andrew Honest, let me tell you something. You have to pay for your crime, man. Hey, you can't escape. So that is one of the reasons why Andrew Honest, you know, come out and talk. Now we understand why you not come out and talk. You not come out and talk. But me I give you an ultimatum, you know. Me to give you an ultimatum. You don't come out and talk by next week. You had to shout certain things. So you work with the ultimatum there. Right? Because the people that would defend you, they are just like you. And they are criminals like you. That's why they might defend you. But you cannot be defended. So then, Tova. So all of this, when you say, you know, no, nothing, and rare, blah, blah, blah. More bombshell there. More bombshell there. People are bang around this. Are bang around this. Now, let me say this. And obviously, we see the time I catch up again. every time I supposed to discuss the Daryl Vaz issue, some things, but people I could hold back that for Tuesday because the time I run, right? Time I run, and we know other persons who are able to carry on the baton will be coming after me, right? We know the Lonesome, the Dre Brian, and Andre, they will be coming after. And so then, and remember, we have confident drivers in the place who are capable, right, to drive, right? And people just continue to support, right, the platforms who are giving you the information, right, that needs to be given, right, and bring you up to speed. Because what we all want is good governance. I want to say to my wonderful brothers and sisters who always support me, right, continue to support. I will never let you down, right? I will continue to work diligently, right, in terms of fighting corruption, defending the Integrity Commission investigators, and ensure that we are not going to stop from fight until the criminals venture into the judiciary. We will not stop fight. So I want to say thanks, my people, right, for passing through. Big up on yourself. You understand? Stay strong. And what my wife said, right? Whatever upon the gravel. Right? Big up on yourself. Love you and thanks for making Mystic Sensation. See you again. Tuesday will be hot and great. Same way. All right? Remember, blessings.
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their GLP friends them build high-rise, road still full of wood. A whose pocket to a fill, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Wholeness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant food, price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty while your own people cry. We born you, we grow you, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocated, done and it just more. And when we raise the voice, you call we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical. Police, time to go. Time to go. The people, them say no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are knock on the door. Police, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. All less our time. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we living so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice. Them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate. Jamaica speaking and I know too late. Hey. Time to go. The people. We said no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, heroes. We are not body door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet. We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road.